Good morning, good evening. Duterte people always support President Duterte to do the right thing, be safe, and be good. I wanted to comment today about our President Duterte attending the assembling of the ratification of Bangsamoro, the organic law, which is applying on the 21st of this month, January. That's really cool. I'm happy for that, and I do hope all the Moro people, the Muslim Moro people, vote for peace, sign the agreement our president is saying and is offering to the Moro people. And Marawi, what happened. All of us, we know what happened in Marawi. It had to be done. It's one of those things. When he pulled in to do martial law in Marawi, I do think our president done correct and right at that time, because if he didn't do this, that will continue. Marawi City will continue being, I would say, not a very good place to be, and not very good place to live, and being continue in Marawi City. So he done a very good decision to take action and then take martial law into Marawi City. Now I know he's building Marawi City for the Muslim Marawi people and everything. Great news. This had to happen, and for things to proceed and to continue along. So now going into this peaceful organic law is brilliant. I knew our president is not stupid. From beginning, since he started as in the office, our president done so much in the Philippines for everyone and for the country is unbelievable. He said he would achieve a lot of things in 6 months, and he did. He achieved so much in 6 months. He achieved a lot. Now he's already over 2 years. He's into presidential. Unbelievable, isn't it? At the time goes so fast. You don't even realize it, going in already to about 2.5 years he's in the office already. It's amazing. But in this kind of short time, you just imagine how much stuff he done to the country, and how much things he stopped, and the peace now with the Marawi people is gonna be so cool, and it's one of the things I'm looking forward to, because if it was myself going into Marawi, I not feel safe to go into Marawi at all. A few years ago, I used to go into Cagayan de Oro and then down to Iligan City. So when I was going down to Iligan cities, being in Iligan City is a lot of Muslims also, and I was not really as comfortable because it's a bit scary and things like that through the Muslim people around those kind of places. So he was there, and then I traveled through Iligan into Osamis and Camigan Islands, and so through those places. But to myself, it was a bit just uncomfortable. Now that's something. If this goes on in Marawi now, this organic law comes in and it will be signed on the 21st of January. I will consider to probably visit Marawi City and going through those places through Mindanao. That would be great. One part I wanted to go always, and it has been, I wanted to go into General Santos, but years ago it made me afraid of going into General Santos. Reasons again, I mean, a few years ago it was an explosion in the market, so a lot of people die in the General Santos. So it put me off going into General Santos and through those kind of places. Through Mindanao, yeah, it was a bit hard to travel to those places also. But if this peace agreement comes in, all our Muslim brothers and sign for peace, and then continue obeying it and respect it, and make and ensure people will be safe, and the tourists can visit Marawi, can go through it. That would be great news for all of us, because for myself, I can say I would love to go through Marawi and through other places without being feared, without being afraid of, anything like this. Muslim people, they have a bad reputation, and what's the reasons? I know we have bad Muslims, we have good Muslims. It's like everybody else. So the only thing is, most of the time, Muslims has bad reputation for what they represent and what they show to the people. This is not a peaceful thing. Being a Muslim is not being a peaceful person. When you put yourself, oh, I'm a Muslim, this and that as well, you have a lot of comments, bad comments about the Muslim people, because they put themselves as a bad people. No, I'm not saying it's everyone, but when somebody says Muslim, is a bit, this, that. So Muslims shouldn't be presented as a bad people, as exploding and putting bombs here, putting bombs there. ISIS is the one who's creating as Muslim and making a bad name to the Muslim community, to the Muslim name. So ISIS and some other people. Our President Duterte was saying earlier on this meeting, they killed Saddam Hussein and this, that. Why they killed Saddam Hussein? Saddam Hussein, he never had anything on him, or he never had any weapons of mass destruction on the country. But America tried to eliminate him because they wanted him out. Gaddafi was the same thing, because they want to change the money from dollar to other currencies, and the US cannot have that. So, but anyway, my point is, I'm glad this will go ahead. I will be looking forward to this peace with the Marawi people. I would like to visit one time, or most of the time, and it's not only just myself. Hopefully, also brings tourist people to Marawi city, and without being afraid of going into a Muslim place, and hopefully it will be treated as everyone else, because all of us, we are human. We're not animals. We're not or any bad people. We have good people and have bad people, but being Muslims and things like that, it has been one of those fears and afraid of most of, also a lot of people around the world. So if our President Duterte makes Marawi city peaceful, and all our Muslim Filipinos there obeys the law and continues making peace, of course, Marawi city is going to be a beautiful place. People can live happy. The future of your children, the future of everything in the country. It gives jobs to people. People can invest in Marawi, not just in Manila, not just in most of parts of the country in around the Philippines, but also Marawi. Why it's not important to you guys to do trading also with other countries, to bring more jobs, people, money, tourists into Marawi, and that will be so cool, and probably will be one of the first countries around the world to make peace with everyone and live the same as everyone else. Why life can be so long, but also at the same time some people can make it so short for silly and stupid things. Religion, it shouldn't be fighting. Muslim religion, it should be peaceful. It should be teaching others how it is the Quran, and it is how Muslim people shows, and being an example to everyone else. But now fighting because of religions and this and that, are we going in the right place? No. Are we showing the people to follow? How can we believe Muslim is like this? How can we believe Christian is like that, or Catholic is like that, or Iglesia de Cristo is the right? So it's confusing everyone over here. Everybody believes what they want to believe. That is fine, but it doesn't mean we have to go around and bombing and killing, and being a Muslim you have to be a bad person, or you think you just I'm a Muslim, I can do anything I like. We have laws in this world to apply and to respect people. It's not just destroying people's lives and things like that. So I am looking forward to this Marawi organic law. I'm gonna look into it most of all the time, see what's going on, and hopefully, our Muslim brothers and sisters will be, happy with this decision through our President Duterte. And please, all of you, just think about our peace in our country, in the Philippines. Indonesia and Jakarta and some other places, come on, look how it is at this moment in time. So, if Philippines will be one of the first countries and we have Muslim people signing for peace, educating everyone, and stopping, people being hating each other and living together, that will be most of wonderful thing our President Duterte will achieve also in the Philippines. And I hope other countries will follow, other places will follow as the Filipinos doing and our Muslim Moro brothers doing also. So our Moro people can be the example to everywhere, Saudi Arabia and the Arabic countries, which they are richer, but they are the worst people around the world. Because Saudi Arabia and some other countries in the Arabia side, they are the ones who support ISIS. So I do hope our Filipino people, our Moro people, comes together and make this peaceful. And for the first time in history in the Philippines, this will be a big party, a wonderful news for the whole world. And hopefully our Moro people will be the ones to give a good example what the Quran and what Muslims is all about. It's not about killing. It's not about fighting. It's not about, being pushing and brainwashing people. Oh, the Quran is like this, the Quran is like that. And we brainwashing people to do stupid things and believe on that. Dying for something you believe is one of those things, like it depends what you believe. But dying and killing yourself, that's not the right way. Killing yourself and killing others, that's not the right way, is it? But anyway, I so happy this organic law in Marawi and the Moro people will be happy with this, which I see a lot of Muslims outside and they're sitting and they're hearing all this peaceful agreement. And I hope everything goes well. And let's give a good example for the whole world, especially our country in the Philippines. It has been, since our president become into power, he has been one of the examples presidents around the world, which everyone, every president, every politician is watches over him. They don't have the balls like our president does. They don't talk like our president does. They don't have no passion to their country. The passion they have for their country is just making war, and they're looking outside their country. Our president is not looking outside other countries. He's looking into our country. What is important in our country, what is important, the people we have in our country. And this, what is making a difference is we look after our own country. But presidents around Europe and around other places, they don't look about their countries. Their countries have a lot of problems, and what they do, they're looking outside of their own countries. When they cannot, control their own countries, when they have a lot of problems in it. So I'm glad our President Duterte is looking into our country in the Philippines, just our country. Don't care what happens outside of the Philippines. All I care and all he cares is what happens in my country, in my people. That's what he says all the time. And every time I notice, every time he has a speech and he's talking about something, he's always bringing the Moro people. always, he's talking about always the Moro people. Most of every time, every speech he makes, he talks about the Moro people. It's just for you guys to see how passionate, how willing, and how he cares about the Moro people. So, because if everyone notices all the time, he's always mentioning the Moro people, and Mindanao. And all the time he's mentioning Mindanao, he was Muslim before the Christians, before the Spanish comes in and all that stuff. So, it's just for you to see the love and care he has for the Moro people and the Muslim, and he wants to change this place where Mindanao is so bad to become good and to become united. Manila, Philippines, or Mindanao, or this, that is all one country, even if we are divided through islands, but it's all together. And together, that's how we make peace. We work together, we can achieve a lot of things. Pushing it, we're breaking a lot of stuff. So, if we become together, we can accomplish the impossible. We can accomplish so much together than being apart, pushing and killing and doing stupid things. Being together as one is amazing. So please, let's be together and let's do. Is it like this? Like this? A heart? I don't know how to do it. To do it like that. I don't like doing that with my hands, but yeah. Being together is one of the main things, and hopefully this will continue. For now, Duterte power, always support President Duterte, do the right thing, be safe, and I'm so happy for the Moro people. And I'm looking forward to the 22nd or 26th? I think it's 22nd, for the peace agreement. Thank you very much, and marami salamat po, and mabuhay, and how do I say, shukran, and thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.